And, if you're aware of the tension between the individual and the universal in yourself, just observe that, embrace it, and let it go. Whatever tensions are there, whatever difficulties there are. The state that we can feel within ourselves or recognize in ourselves is really a state that has always been there in every one of us. So we're not going any place new. In the meditation, you're going back to what you already know, what you already have been eternally, and what you will continue to be. So as you are looking within yourself, tension between the individual and the universal will, of course, be noticeable. But be grateful that you notice it and use it as a way of letting go, so that this innate ability that you have to witness yourself and to witness all manifestation, to witness basically the unity. We are, all of us, innately the ultimate. We are the absolute source behind all manifestation. You don't have to believe that because it says so in some texts, but you certainly can recognize it over time in yourself, that you can witness and become aware of this deep source behind your own being and behind all being. This is called Parashiva, the ultimate. It doesn't really matter what you call it. The main thing is that you discover, gradually, get in touch with it in yourself. So, we are all that source, and we are also all the manifestation. You can feel, within yourself that everything that is manifesting comes from the deeper source that you basically are. We all are within ourselves. It might sound theoretical and weird, but gradually, through practice, it becomes revealed. It becomes clear, that this is how it is. And the result of that is that you really recognize the dynamic stillness at the core of your being. It's not a dead silence when you get in there. It's a vibration that is incredibly powerful and joyful. Satchidananda, being, consciousness, bliss. And look within yourself and expect to find the bliss. So it is kind of exciting and very liberating. And, you can certainly read about it in texts if you want, but you don't need to understand any text, really. It doesn't have anything to do with Hinduism or Buddhism or Christianity or anything, although all of those traditions do refer to it, and there are practical possibilities within those traditions to reach that inner reality, the Christ consciousness, the Buddha consciousness. This is what lies behind everything, and the degree to which we can really identify with that and take on that reality as our true identity, the more we are liberated from all of these conditioned habits and worries that we have. So it's necessary to keep practicing and turning the attention within and looking for this. Or it's more actually allowing it to emerge in you. When you relax and let go of everything else gradually or quickly, that's what manifests as a recognition of reality. Excellent symbols of this. If you look at the Nataraj, the dancing Shiva, this is what it symbolizes. It symbolizes the state of pure consciousness, stillness, but stillness that has movement in it. And everything that we are experiencing in our life, is the dance of Shiva. And it is doing its dance automatically. And the more we can let go and identify with that natural process, the more our lives will be gratifying and uplifting and liberating. And we can bring that to other people. Nisargadatta, who you will know by now that I like very much as a teacher, but he said a lot of very strong, nice things. He said, as far as, how do you get involved in this? How do you go into this liberation process? And he says, your first task is to see the sorrow in you, and then to see the sorrow all around you. Now, that's, not running away from the reality. We have sorrow in us, but if we run away from it, we're not going to benefit from that realization. So, really embracing your own sorrow as a real motivating factor. Life is not going to be exactly what we would like it to be. We're not living, for the sake of getting everything we want. That's a dream world. But we live to be nourished by the real opportunities and life that we have. See the beauty in it. See the beauty in the people who are with us. Have the patience, perseverance to continuously reach into the deeper reality than all these irritating surface qualities. Nisargadatta says, the next task after you see the sorrow in yourself and in others and can look at that, then the next thing is to feel the intensity of your own longing towards liberation. Really feel it. Feel that. I've told you here many times my story where one day in New York when I first came back from Europe, I was banging my head on the floor and I said, God, help me. I could really feel my own condition, and I could feel the intensity of my own longing, yearning for a deeper state. And Nisargadatta also says, when you get in contact with that deeper intensity, which I know many of you are in contact with that intense longing, then the next thing is to allow that longing to guide you. It is your inner teacher, it's your inner guru. It will guide you. It's your Akashic field, it's your subconscious, it's whatever you want to call it. But if you really relate to it and open to it deeper, more and more deeply, you will have the sense of being guided from within yourself. Now, what I'm talking about, is a long process for most people. And it's very important to have a sense of belonging with other people, a community that can really support you in that process. And many of you have had wonderful experiences so far, in relatively short time. So